Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you are looking for a video where the person's doing a trade recap or talking to with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find some value here in this video. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at the open. All right, watching PDD here for a potential break of 75. But as of now, maybe pulling back some, but again, watching it for a 75 upside break. Things all over the place. I'll go ahead and pause for now. Okay, watching 180 here on Tesla for a potential short. Again, 180. But as it goes back up, so as of now, never mind. I will pause. Okay, now watching 181. In at 181.10. Getting some movement here. Okay, so took out half there at the VWAP just in case it does bounce from there. But let's see if it wants to actually push down below VWAP. VWAP being that yellow line there. So took off another half because it is bouncing. All right, so it only turned out to be a $93 trade because I did take a loss on those final 75 shares. Whoops, NVDA. There we go. Well, that's what happens. Sometimes you try to let it work for you, and I did, and then you saw it on Tesla just completely bounce back up and ended up taking a loss on, like I said, those final 75 shares. But that's okay, because had it kept going in my favor, it would have been well worth it. So it was made sense to keep on those. But yes, I realize in hindsight, I should have just taken everything off down at VWAP. But there's no guarantee that it was going to bounce from there. But that is why I want to at least take some off. All right, so not the greatest trade, but I'll take it. And, you know, I had myself positioned well. It just didn't quite work out. And now Tesla continues to grind higher here. So, yeah, I played that one right. Came down and then just completely turned around on me. But, yeah, okay, I'll pause. All right, watching 182.25 now. I got 48 shares. So try to get 300, only got 48 though. So let's see if it wants to come down. This is basically a waste of time though. When I mean, for 48 shares, even if it goes in my favor, it's not like I'm gonna All right, out there for a small loss. So at that point, this situation worked out in my favor that I only got a partial. Tesla is very strong. Markets were rolling over and Tesla's going to highs, so that's quite the testament. 73.50 could get interesting here on PDD. All right, I will go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order at 185.15 here for Tesla. So need the price to come up a bit more here. I'll keep a close eye on it, but I will pause for now. Okay, maybe approaching it. Now going to 185.25. So the order here in the white down here, if I'm not familiar with my screen, that just means right there, that means that the order has been submitted to the market, but it's not been filled. So if it does get filled, that will change to green. I will go ahead and pause. Okay, maybe a fill here coming. As it pulls back, never mind, I'll pause. All right, missed Tesla, but I am now in here at 185.25. So I turned away from it, had gone up through my level, and I had my order canceled, but it now gave me the chance to get back in. So let's see what it wants to do. Oh, wow. Look at that big order in there all of a sudden. Not a good sign from a level 2 perspective. A huge order showed up on level right there. Wow. So there's a big buyer in here on Tesla. So this is not looking so good for me right now, but did the big buyer leave or are they still there? Let's see. They're still there, but now potentially gone. So let's see what it wants to do. It's really struggling to budge. So took off half there. Took off another half. We'll see if it does want to actually get some movement down through 185. But got to err on the side of caution with this one, especially when it seems like there could be that big buyer out there lurking. Big buyer could be gone, which is why I still have some shares, but they decide to come back in again. This could be over in a hurry. But yeah, let's see if they're gone. And if they're gone, then I think this thing's got a chance to at least come down below 185 and then potentially has some wiggle room down to 184. I will go ahead and pause for now. All right, I hopped out. I think I missed it getting on the record, and I thought I hit the record, but I didn't. But no big deal, just the 75 shares and proved to be the right choice because as you can see now, it has once again made the move. What I am interested though is if this thing hits 186 and then comes back down to 185.50, I'd be interested in potentially getting short here. It's just this move is seemingly just getting a bit overdone here. I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, watching PDD here for a short at 75. In at 75. So let's see if this thing wants to break down. Markets are dropping to lows, so we'll see if this can help drag it down. But I'm not going to make you sit here through this because I don't know if it's going to consolidate for a while or not. But if it looks like it starts to go in my favor, I'm going to put my stop in right there. So there we go. Stop is in at 75.51. So it's just a very simple proposition. This thing's either going to bounce from here or it's going to break down and work for me. But as of now, like I said, I will pause because this thing isn't necessarily the fastest of movers right now. But I will pause. All right, once again, knocking on 75's door. Okay, there is the break. But was that just a false break? We shall see. See if I can get some out at 74.75. There we go. Took out 150. So still have 350 shares left. Just want to do a little risk mitigation there. So still could be a losing trade. So if we can get down through 74.50. Very good. That fast back up above it. Took off another 150. Because I got that break, gave it a chance to get moving, did not move, so a bit more skeptical now, but still do have 200 shares. So I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that this thing does want to come down and keep on breaking down. But I will go ahead and pause for now. And if it starts to move more in my favor, or if it looks like I need to mitigate out some more, then I'll get the video rolling at that point. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and pause. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put a stop loss in at 75.15 for those remaining 500. So if this thing does want to bounce, then so be it. Will that be a loss? Yeah. So I'm potentially going to lose money on these last 200 shares. It will still be a winning trade, but would be a loss on these final 200 shares. So as it bounces now, we'll keep it going, see if this thing's going to come up and take me out. But I'm in a good spot because right now it's not a question of if I make money, just how much money am I going to make? And that's always a very stress-free spot to be in. Now, should I just be getting out right now because I'm about to get stopped out? Maybe, but I don't have hindsight. Because if I get out right now because I think I'm about to be stopped out and then this thing comes back down, then I'm going to be saying to myself, you're going to be saying in the comments, Clay, why don't you just honor your stop loss? Right? So it's always easy to know what to do. So yeah, but you're right. Maybe right now I should just be getting out because I'm about to get stopped out anyway, so why not lock in a little bit more gain? That is valid. But again, if the price goes in my favor, then the voices will be saying you should have honored your stop loss. You shouldn't have gotten spooked out. So I will go ahead and pause for now. All right, coming up, getting close. Again, if that white order changes to green, that means I've been stopped out. And it was close, about as close as you can get. I mean, I'm sitting right on the edge here, right on the edge. I don't see how I don't get stopped out here. I mean, we are right on the edge again. I don't know how I'm still even in. I will say this: I picked the perfect spot here because it's keeping me in by the skin of my teeth. Can it push back down though? That's the question right now. Right on the skin of my teeth. I should be out. There we go, and I am now out. So $50 on the trade. Once again, which has been the theme, I had myself there. I had myself positioned. It was just a matter of, will the trade go my way? Will the movement go my way? And no, second one where it did not go my way. So I ended up taking losses on those final shares. But again, that's just how the market goes sometimes. But as far as a habit perspective, that's what you got to do. I mean, I had myself positioned. I had myself ready in case the price did want to go in my favor. It didn't. And it came back up. And like I said, in that first Tesla trade, ended up losing some money because I kept myself in the trade, kept some shares just in case, but it didn't work out. Stopped me out for a loss on those shares. Same thing here. I was in the trade, kept myself in the trade, gave it a chance, didn't want to move in my favor. And nope, it did not want to give me any more continuation. But the nice thing here is that both those trades are still wins. So when you can put yourself in those situations where it's not a matter of if you make money, but how much money, that's where you want to be, because there will be those days where you will catch them and you'll be saying, yes, I'm glad I hung onto those shares because those shares just made it an absolute grand slam trade. But there was nothing here. Gave it a chance. It didn't work out. But hopefully that can offer you up some motivation. That happens to everybody. And if you're, having good habits, if you're managing trades to put yourself in the position to really benefit if you get the move in your favor, then perfect. Because, eventually they'll go your way. Today was not my day to have them go my way, but like I said, at least had myself positioned. So it's been an hour, and I'm just going to move on with my day. So an hour, $150. I mean, in all actuality, that's kind of crazy. If you stop and think, what's minimum wage these days? I mean, let's say you made $50 an hour. I just made 3 times what somebody makes $50 an hour made in an hour. So I don't want to say disappointed. Disappointed in the sense of I didn't get those movements like I had myself positioned for. But from just a strictly monetary perspective, if I step back, reflect on it, $150 in an hour, really? For sitting online pressing buttons? I would never go up to somebody making minimum wage or somebody making $50 an hour and say, I made $150. I'm not very happy about it. They would look at me, rightfully so, as the biggest greedy savage on the planet. So I'll keep things in perspective here. I'll take it, and I'll know that, the habits were there. I was making the right moves. I was making the right choices. I just didn't get any sort of continuation. And like I said, that is just how the market goes on some days. So thanks for watching, hanging out. Hit that like button, leave a simple comment below if you enjoy these videos. And remember, give yourself a chance, and sometimes you'll get those extra moves. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.